start is if you can give us an idea of what was happening for you before we met you.
Yeah.
What was life like?
I know before you met me, I had, like the doctor told me, I had RP, which is a form of macular degeneration. I couldn't see. Everything was cloudy. I had dark clouds in my eye. And when I found your number, and I was so excited, I said, I was reading about your book, and I said, oh, I wanted to talk to you, but I was afraid to call. But when I called you, it was so easy to get to you. You was approachable, and I was very happy. I couldn't see at all, when I first met you. So yeah, that's what.
So you found us through the macular degeneration book?
Yes, I found your book, the macular degeneration book, the one you wrote. You said that you can regenerate. When I saw that, the book title, it caught my eye. So, I said, well, I wanted to know more about this man, Dr. Glen. I don't know him, but this book caught my eye. And when I read about it, the radio personality, that was, that you help.
And you found it on Amazon?
Yes, I found it on Amazon.
Then how did things begin to change?
Yeah, things began to change when I called. And you gave me some advice, and I ordered some supplement from you, and you said, you reassured me. You said, oh, you're gonna be fine. Just, take your supplement. You gave me some advice about, what to do. So that's when I started your program, and then changed my diet and everything. Because it was the whole package. I had to do something over here too. I couldn't just eat everything. I started taking your supplement. It really helped me a whole lot. That's when things began to change for me. Because I wanted to do this, and then, I got a lot of idea from you. Really helped me so much, you know, along with you. When I spoke to you, it really helped me.
Good.
Yes.
So what changes have you been able to experience?
Right now, my eye is stabilizing. You know, I'm seeing clearer than before. I used to have a lot of dark clouds. Now the cloud is fading. It's fading. I can see much better. You know, it's a slow progress, but I'm getting there as I lose weight and watch what I eat. I stopped eating gluten. I don't eat gluten, anything with gluten. I cook my own food and everything. So,
Fantastic.
and take my supplement, whatever you send to me, I follow that. I try to eat fresh fruits and everything. Like Ray told me, you can't eat all this stuff in the can. You have to eat vegetable. Don't eat corn. Stuff like that. Yes.
We're very proud of the results that you're achieving.
Yes.
Because we know you're doing the work every day it takes to, like you say, you got to do something there differently if you want different results, and you sure are doing it. It's great. It's very inspiring.
I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm glad I met you.
So did you experience some clearing of your vision, and then getting cloudy again for a little while, and then clearing more after that?
Yes, I experienced that. Sometimes I will get a little cloudy, but I know it's fading away. And then I get a little depressed, but I know it's fading away. It's hard. It's really hard. It's like an up and down situation. But right now it's stabilized. As of now, my eye is stabilized. It was really, really cloudy, but it's clearing up. Yeah, as far as my general health, I'm feeling, I used to be so depressed. As I take the supplement, everything, like especially those supplements you've been giving me, the ginkgo, all these things, it really, really helped me with my depression. I'm not as depressed like I used to be. I'm much happier now. As I lose weight and take the supplement on the program, I have a different outlook to life. I'm much happier now, and things is looking great for me right now. I'm so happy that I can see my kids. I couldn't distinguish them. My 6-year-old had to be at the 8-year. I'm like, who is this one? Who is it? Now I can see them clearly.
Oh, how wonderful!
Fantastic.
And do other people comment? Do they notice a change in you?
Yes, other people. They noticed in my weight loss. They said I look great because I read it. They didn't tell a lot of people. A lot of people don't know that I have macular degeneration because I keep working. I didn't give up. I didn't sit at home and cry. I kept going. I kept going to work. I didn't take off. But I noticed that sometimes, I have difficulty and they help me. Yes, but now I don't have that much difficulties anymore.
Yeah, your attitude is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a great attitude.
Yes.
So how much weight have you lost so far?
Well, I think it's 40. I'm gonna get on the scale and I'll let you know. But no, I lost a good amount.
Yeah, and that's only 6 months. I think we've been working together, 5 or 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yes, I discipline myself too. I try to eat.
Yeah, sometimes vision is so important. It can be a good motivator to discipline us to take better care of every part of our body. Yes, and the eyes depend on the health of the rest of the body. So, it's not it's not an extra, not like a superfluous thing to take care of. Like your heart, your circulation. Hey, the eyes can't work without that. It's so important.
Yes, that is true. So I was kind of thinking, I said, maybe vision and the brain is kind of really connected or something. Something is going on with that because I'm thinking much better now than.
That's great. Yeah. So it's more than just the eyes. Your brain
I get a lot of encouragement.
Book.
You have a great book. That book is great.
That would be really, really helpful for other people who are, considering what can they do. Is there something they can do about, their vision loss? And it's so motivating to know that it's possible to turn it around and actually improve the vision. It doesn't have to keep getting worse.
Yes, it's possible to turn it around. I really believe in you. Whatever you are doing, it's really, really true. Because before I started the program, I didn't know that it's possible. I said, wow, I don't think it's possible. But when I started the program and I started seeing changes, I said, wow, this is great. You are amazing.
And as far as for other people to understand, how many supplements are you taking, on a typical day with this program? Is it, does it take your whole day to do the program? Does it take, how long, how much effort?
It doesn't take the whole program. Yes. I mean, in the morning, I eat I watch what I eat. I eat healthy. I eat like egg, how you call it? I boil my egg, soft boiled egg, very soft boiled egg. That's what I eat. And I blend, I blend I go to the farmer's market, I get blueberry, blend that up.
Nice.
That's part of my breakfast in the morning. I drink a lot of water. And then at lunchtime, I go according to the supplement that I have, and I take that. I fix my own fish. I eat a lot of salmon, fresh salmon from, that's what I cook for me. I steam it. That's what I eat for lunch. And then for dinner, I try to do like the shake that I get from you guys, the protein shake. I do a protein shake and I eat some vegetable. I eat some snacks in between. I don't starve. And then I take my supplement. And then I have a lot of energy. I work out. I go to the gym.
Fantastic.
Yes. That's what I do. My day starts early in the morning to the gym. And then
great. Hi there. You got visitors.
Hi there. So when you
aloha from Hawaii. Hi.
That's a doctor. Okay.
A doctor?
Yes. Go have a seat. I'm
Can
talking
I go
now.
up and downstairs?
Yeah, you could go.
So a couple questions.
Yes.
One, again, other people may be having the idea that you must be taking like every supplement in the book, or taking handfuls of pills. How many pills, capsules, or tablets, at a typical meal or a typical day would you say is average that what you're taking right now?
Yeah.
Okay, right
You're
now.
taking about 3 or 4 at a meal, right?
Yes.
Just about 3 or 4.
So just a few.
Just a few.
I have one that I take 30 minutes before my meal.
Yeah, the Prescript-Assist Pro. Right.
Yes, and then I have the the liquid. I'm supposed to take 10 drops. I take that. Before I eat dinner, I have to take it 3 times a day. I have another one. I take it 3 times a day. I forgot the name, but I got everything written down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you have to take a whole bunch of stuff.
No, not a whole bunch of stuff. No.
And when you received your diagnosis,
yes.
did the doctor say this is something that you can heal, or did they say this is something you cannot?
The doctor told me, here is the book for the Blind Foundation. You can go home, and there's no cure for this, and we can't help you. That's what he told me, the retinal doctor. And I was crying. I said, what? You can't help me? He said, don't even try to take any supplement because they can't help you either. Just, try to watch what I said, no, it got to be somewhere. I came home. I said, no, I'm not giving up. I threw the book away, the Blind Foundation book. I said, no, I threw it. I said, no, I'm doing research here on the internet. I want to see who is there, who can help me. And then I saw Dr. Glen book. He said, you can, macular degeneration, you can regenerate macular degeneration, something about that. And then, it caught my eye. I said, yes, I have to talk to Dr. Glen. I think this is the perfect person to talk to. That's when I pick up the phone. I did a research. I Google your number, and then I call, and you pick up right away. I said, wow.
Yep, I remember that.
I remember that too.
No, I actually went to YouTube. I did some research on you and some other things you did for other people, and then I started the videos. That's what I did too. I said, oh, Dr. Glen is wonderful. He's doing a lot of good things out there. And I think I can call him. He's going to help me. So that's what happened.
That's
fantastic.
Great. That's great.
Yes.
Awesome.
And so another point that's that's unique about what we're doing is you haven't been taking the same things. There might be some things that you're taking month after month that you find are really working for you. Is that the case? But a lot of the things you're taking are probably different than what you started with, different each month?
Yes, different each month.
As your body heals and progresses, it needs new different things. So it's very different than what we're used to. What the doctors are trained to think is if there was one supplement that helped this, you'd take that one supplement probably in big doses forever, and that's the way you'd help it, because that's what's done with drugs in medicine. Here's the drug you need, get used to it, you need it the rest of your life. But what we're finding is that's not how the body heals itself. It needs something very specific at a certain time, and when it's used now it's kind of like you're repairing a building. You have you need a blueprint, you need the information, the proper information, and some of the medicines might just be drops that carry that blueprint for the body to remember how to heal itself, to stimulate the healing. And then other things are building blocks, and you need certain building blocks, the shake that you're talking about, or certain other drops that are more concentrated for oxygenation or things like that. And that changes as you start repairing, one part of the building. Now you need different materials. You got to go shopping. You need a new shopping list. So we tune into you and actually ask your body. We let your body be the doctor. We're the interpreters. We listen. We're the health whisperers. We're listening to your body. And I've been studying this for 30 years, and to keep myself alive, because I was supposed to be dead medically 19 years ago. I just passed my 19 years past my expiration date, and still doing pretty well. So writing books again, and for me it's a real mission to get the word out to people that even if you have a diagnosis that the medical textbooks say there's nothing we can do, there's nothing's going to help. But you know what? How do we know nothing's going to help if we don't try? That's always been my philosophy. I know I learned in doctor's school, there's nothing you can do for that. We don't know anything you can do for that. Nothing helps. Yes. But I was like you. I just looked everywhere, and I listened. I talked to other doctors. If other doctors said, well, I'm doing this and it seems to be helping, so I'd listen to them because they were thinking for themselves and compiled those ideas together into the book that you found. And other books on other blinding eye diseases. And I just believe we just don't know what helps, but we can find out. We can learn. Maybe not perfectly in this life, but if we try, we'll learn something.
Yes. really, whatever your program really helped me. I'm telling you, it's helping me. And I'm so happy. I'm excited about it, and I'm trying to stick with it. You know, especially when I spoke to Ray, and she said, "Oh, you have to there has to be your nutrition. You have to check that. You can't just, you got to watch what you eat too, and then along with the supplement is gonna help you." And it's true, it's helping. It's making a lot of difference.
With your diagnosis of, for people who don't know what RP is, retinitis
Yes,
pigmentosa,
yes,
did they test you like for genetics? Did they say this is a genetic condition?
yes. They say it's genetic.
You're born with it, you can't get rid of it, and there's no
Yes,
hope. But you know what? Genetics, you had the same genetics when you were younger and your vision was fine, right?
my vision was fine. That's what I said. I never had a problem.
The expression of the genes changes over
Yeah.
time, and so it has the potential to express itself the same way it did when you were younger, when it expressed itself without disease.
Yes.
There's other conditions like one comes to mind, MS, multiple sclerosis, where
Yeah.
they've actually found when they study, when we die, they can
Yeah.
autopsy the body, and they found that that people with MS have certain lesions, but then they found people who didn't have MS who had the same exact lesions, and there's
Yeah.
just as many people who had no symptoms, even though they had MS, but they never
Yeah.
knew, their doctors never knew. So the expression of, whatever that, even if it's a genetic disorder,
Yes.
doesn't mean that we have to be in dis-ease. We can be
Yeah.
functional even though we have those genes that give us the potential for that disease. So
Yes.
it's very hopeful to me, even again in these kinds of situations where the conventional medical
Yes.
wisdom and theory is there's nothing we can do, but we can't prove that there's nothing we can do by not doing anything.
Yeah.
If we want to prove that there's
That's
nothing
true.
we can do, we better try even harder
Yes.
to find something that could help. And
Yeah.
to me, in doing that, we want to follow the first rule of medicine, which gets broken every day, I know,
Yes.
but to first do no harm. We're using only supplements and natural substances that are
Yes.
from the environment that our body is adapted for. Our
Yes.
bodies, our genetics never adapted to all the modern drugs. They've only been around for a few years. So there's no way, even in Western science, theoretically, that our body could be adapted for them, or that we have some deficiency of that.
Yes.
But other natural energies, we could easily be deficient in. In nature, we live in man-made environments. We have diets that are so processed by man-made, artificial ingredients added and processes that take out the goodness that's there. So getting back to more to natural medicine and a natural diet, natural healthy activities, and thinking, in a positive, natural way that's life affirming is very, very important.
Yeah, that really helped me, especially the drops to detox my body. I think I had a lot of toxins like my kidney to detox. It really did help me.
Could you feel it working sometimes? You take a dose and feel your body responding to that?
Yeah. Yes.
That's great. Because with very dilute drops, like some of those were, I'm sure, homeopathic, and people have a very, very very confused understanding of homeopathy from modern communications, where it says, well, homeopathy is where something's diluted to where there's nothing there, which is not at all true. Most of the homeopathics you're taking, there may even be a taste to it. It's diluted, but it's not. If we take a substance and we simply dilute it, just pour water into it, there's less and less concentration, and we know from chemistry and biology that there's less effect. But in homeopathy, it's not just diluted. If it were just diluted, there'd be less effect as you go to more dilution. But at each step of dilution, it's succussed. And we may have told you to do this if you take a bottle of the drops and you succuss it like this before you take it. It creates vortices. It creates little spirals of the fluid mixing with itself. And that has a physical effect. There's a separation of electrical charges. There's an effect in the water that's the carrier. And there's very, very interesting research that confirms that creates a signal, an electromagnetic signal of whatever's in that fluid into the fluid itself, into the water itself, to where even if you do repeat that to the point where there's no physical chemical substance left, it has
Yeah.
the shape, it has the energy, the frequencies that it got from the substance, and that those act as signals in the body and
Mm-hmm.
are effective at stimulating pathways that may be dormant in the body to turn on pathways of healing. Maybe pathways that were working when you were younger, when your vision was good, but your body's forgotten.
Yes.
We can adapt. It's like if we're under a certain stress, we put our
Yes.
shoulder to the grindstone, and we adapt, and now our body's misshapen in that direction. But if we remind it and stimulate it over here, we can
Yes.
change our movement and our posture and our orientation and turn back on those more balanced, complete pathways of health that we had when we were younger.
Yes. I'm glad those drops helped me with my stress so much because I had a lot of stress, and you hit it right on the head. Whatever you said was happening, a lot of deep emotional wound in me. It was.
Mm-hmm.
So when we tuned in to you through, we had a photograph of you, we had some contact with you by email and phone. So that was our sense of who you are. You never came and visited us here in Hawaii yet. Maybe someday. That'd be nice. But
yes.
But it's not so people know it's not necessary to leave your home for us to energetically come and visit with you and connect to you. And so you're saying you found that when we did our remote diagnostic work that our summary of what we were finding that made intuitive sense to you. It felt like we were talking about you.
Yes, you did. It was talking about me. I said, yeah, this is me right here. It's true. It's so true.
Can you give an example of that? What was like something that you didn't tell us, but came up on the report and you said, huh?
Yes. Especially when you said, deep emotional thing that happened to me in the past. I've kept a lot of emotion in me. I got to let it go. All these things. It's true because I had a lot of deep emotion from the past. Like, I've been going through when my father died, and stress, I kept it, and I didn't get no help for that. And from things that happened to me when I was little,
Yeah. Those are powerful factors of how we do adapt to our life and lose a range. When we adapt, we lose flexibility. So then when you can identify, oh yeah, I'm adapted to that, let me let go, it's not letting go of the love that you have for, a lost parent or, the love and the connection, but letting go of the sense of that it's lost. Actually, it's actually reconnecting more fully with what's good in our past and getting over, healing the hurt, letting go of the suffering and the pain, getting through it, moving through it, rather than often we'll avoid pain and suffering, just to keep. It's like we keep holding on to it.
Yes, I had to let go.
Let go and feel and move through, and we come out the other side. There's a limit to that suffering, and there's more life beyond.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, it's so exciting. It's so exciting, really, when we start to, as we understand more about how healing works and how life works. Yes. We're barely scratching the surface. We don't know what's possible in this life. It's such a gift just to be alive and to have this opportunity to learn and grow and change, which is what healing is.
I can't believe what I can see. I couldn't see sitting in this room. I couldn't see anything, Now I can see everything. I know it's messy. I'm sorry.
No, we're looking at your ceiling, actually. There you are.
There we see you in the corner.
I can see everything now, and I'm so happy. I'm excited. I want to thank you so much, and I'm gonna stick with the program until everything is, I'm completely healed. I know I'm almost there.
Can you tell us about how it was that morning not too long ago when you got up in the morning and realized something had changed about your glasses?
Oh, yes. I know. When I got up in the morning and then took my glasses off, I realized, oh my goodness, I could see even without the glasses, I could see what's going on. And then I started saying stuff. I'm like, things started changing. Everything was changed, and then it was clear. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was so excited. I didn't know what to do. I'm almost to the point that I'm going to be driving soon.
Wow,
So
awesome, awesome.
yes,
Well, we look
I'm
forward to hearing the report from your checkup too. That's and what the doctor thinks.
so I'm gonna go to the doctor by July and see. I'm going by July 8th. I think it's July or June, July, and then they're gonna check me again. I have to go every 3 months. I think the retinal doctor they need more information about this, RP, cause they really don't do much for people. They don't do anything really. They just discourage you. That's what they do, and I feel like I don't even want to go there, but I have to go to make sure that everything is to do the test and stuff. You know.
Yep, yep. So it's okay with you if we when we edit this, we can just put it up on YouTube so other people can
Yes,
watch and listen in. Great.
yes, excellent. You can put on YouTube. I want for people to see that. That's fine. No problem.
I think it's a big help to
Yes.
encourage other people, good motivation to see what's possible.
Thank you so much.
I'll let her
Okay.
know. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you, Dr.
it's
Glenn.
such a pleasure to know you, and you're an inspiration to us too.
It's a pleasure to know you. Thank you. You are amazing. Your work is amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, Dr. Glenn, I wanted to ask, is there any eye drop, that I can use?
Yes, yeah, we can formulate some eye drops for you where we use nutrition and herbs in the drops. So
Okay.
when we do your next
The next time.
next test, we can remind us, and I'll
Okay.
talk to Ray to have her remind me because sometimes I forget.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We look forward to our next chat.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Emily.